Happy Wednesday, everyone. So, I was reading the Bible. I've been doing a study on Revelation, and I came across this verse, and I know I've heard it 1,000 times, but just for some reason in my mind, or whether or not, when I was reading it, I just skimmed over. But the last part of the verse had never stuck out to me before, and it's a pretty familiar verse. It's Revelation 12, verse 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they did not love their lives to the death. And I know that I've heard that so many times, but the part about not loving their lives to the death just always kind of, flew right by me. So I just really wanted to focus on that because it was almost shocking to find it there because I had never heard it spoken that way before. And I remember, that we overcome him by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. I mean, there's songs written about that, but it seems like often that we did not love our lives to death is left out. And I feel like a lot of times in the Bible, those verses or those pieces of scripture that are kind of hard to swallow in today's culture, we live in a very fast-paced, instant gratification, me now kind of culture. Like every Thanksgiving, when you think about it, we sit down and we celebrate the fact that we're so grateful for everything we have. And then the very next day, mobs and mobs of people go out and trample over each other to get, a new iPad or an iPhone or whatever the new iGadget is this year. And so we we kind of forget those parts of scripture. I think at least I'm guilty of it, of just skimming over the ones that, maybe that's not so much for me. Maybe that's for another person. But I've been kind of exploring this ideal of minimalism lately. And having things around, not buying things just because I'm supposed to buy them or because it's something I want, but really just reducing the amount of things and stuff in my life that does not serve a purpose. I don't know what your closet looks like, ladies, but mine is full of shirts that I probably have worn 3 times, and Lord knows how many shoes I have. But that's another discussion for another day. But I think we kind of hold on to all this stuff, and we're always out buying more stuff and getting more things and filling our lives with things that we think are going to bring us fulfillment, things that we think are going to bring us joy. And I kind of think that we all would be lying if we said that we didn't have some sort of picture in our mind of what material success looked like. We all have this standard of living that one day we'd like to attain. And even though we hear people who are wealthy say, Jim Carrey's famously quoted for saying, I wish everyone could become rich and famous so they could realize that it's not the answer. So, we're always kind of reaching towards the next thing. And then when we get that thing, we want the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. But my concern is, what does Scripture say about all of this? I mean, are we so busy trying to overcome our own disappointment and our own dissatisfaction and trying to overcome that feeling of not having any purpose or direction in life with material things or relationship or pornography or addiction or whatever it may be? Are we so busy with that we're ignoring what God says is going to bring the fullness of joy into our lives? And the scripture is really clear about this. It says that we overcame him, meaning the devil. The saints overcome the devil in the end by the blood of the Lamb, the word of their testimony. So speaking about what God has already done for us, reminding other people and ourselves what God has already done for us, and the fact that we did not love our lives to death. So I just want to pray about that. I want to be in prayer about that. I want to be that type of person who doesn't love my life and the things in my life and the people in my life so much that, it drags me into sin, into wanting that more than I want connection with Jesus. So that's just my little 2 cents for today. And I just really wanted to put that out there because this has been a topic that's been on my mind. And I think it's on the hearts of a lot of people in the church right now. So I will go ahead and sign off for now. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy hearing me blab about stuff like this. And have a great, blessed day. Bye.